God, it has been a long day, and we are coming to you without trying to sound strong. We are ready to stop replaying everything and just be with you for a few quiet minutes. We take a slow breath and admit we need help settling down. Meet us right where we are, in our rooms, in our thoughts, in this ordinary night. We do not want to carry the whole day into our sleep. Please draw us closer to you now. Let your peace be more real to us than the noise, and remind us that you are here. We confess that our minds are still running. Some of us are worried about tomorrow's schedule, money, school, work, or family stuff that feels tangled. Some of us are tired from trying to keep everyone happy. Some of us are carrying words we wish we had not said, and choices we wish we had made sooner. God, you already know all of it. We bring it into the open with you because hiding it only makes it louder. Help us tell the truth about our day, gently, without excuses. When we do not know what to pray, give us words. Tonight we are not asking for a dramatic change all at once. We are asking for a real beginning, starting here, starting small, starting honest. We have tried to fix ourselves with willpower, and we have run out. We have tried to distract ourselves, and it has not worked. We have tried to pretend we are fine, and our hearts still feel heavy. So we come back to you. We believe you welcome us even when we are messy. Please help us start again with you right now. Make this night a point that does not depend on strength alone. We lay down the parts of today that keep poking at us. We remember the look on someone's face, the text we did not answer, the task we avoided, the moment we snapped, the chance we missed. We also remember the things we did well, but even those feel fragile when we are exhausted. God, we are not asking you to erase reality. We are asking you to hold it with us so it stops crushing us. Teach us how to release what we cannot redo tonight and to trust you with the rest. Help us stop striving for now. Some thoughts come back in circles, and we feel them pulling us toward fear. We worry about what people think, what might go wrong, what we cannot control, and what we might lose. God, we ask you to interrupt those loops. Bring your truth to our minds in a way we can actually hold on to. Remind us that you are not surprised by our life, and that you are not asking us to solve everything before sleep. Put a steady boundary around our thinking tonight, and keep us from spiraling in the dark. Let your presence be the thing here. We are grateful that we do not have to perform for you. You are not grading our prayers, and you are not waiting for us to get the wording right. You know our mixed motives and our thin patience. You know how quickly we get discouraged, and still you invite us to come close. So we come close with what we have, our tired faith, our questions, our need for reassurance. Hold us steady when we doubt. Replace the feeling that we are alone with the simple knowing that you are with us, even in this quiet room right now. God, as we step into this new beginning, we admit we have carried guilt and pressure like it is normal. We have blamed ourselves for what we could not control, and we have excused ourselves for what we should own. We do not want to stay stuck in either place. We want clarity and humility. We want a clean heart that can rest. So we ask you to bring conviction that is gentle and specific, not crushing. Show us what needs to change and show us what needs forgiveness. Help us trust that your mercy is meant for us too. Before we sleep, we also bring the people who are on our mind. Some relationships feel strained, and we do not know how to fix them. Some of us feel hurt, and some of us have caused hurt. God, we ask you to soften our defensiveness and quiet our need to be right. Where we need to apologize, give us courage. Where we need to set a boundary, give us wisdom. Where we need to forgive, help us begin, even if it takes time. We do not want to keep rehearsing old fights in our head. Teach us a way. We think about what is waiting for us tomorrow. There are responsibilities we cannot ignore and decisions we have been avoiding. Some of us are stepping into new seasons, and some of us are trying to climb out of hard ones. God, we ask you to go ahead of us. Give us clarity about what matters most, and help the smaller things stay smaller. If we need to make a call, have a hard conversation, or start a task, give us the strength to begin, not just plan. Let this new beginning be practical, with steps guided by your love. Right now we are here in this night and we need peace to fall asleep. We ask you to help us stop chasing one more answer. We ask you to quiet our urge to prove ourselves. You have carried us through days before, and you will carry us through the next one too. So we place our unfinished work in your hands. We place our unanswered questions in your hands. We place our loved ones in your hands. If there is something we must remember, bring it back at the time. If it can wait until morning, let it rest. As we make this shift from the day to rest, stay close to what feels unsettled in us. We do not want to rush past our feelings or numb them. We want to bring them into your care. Give us patience with ourselves. Give us hope that tomorrow can be different, not because we will suddenly get everything right, but because you will be with us again. Teach us to receive your kindness like a gift, not like a reward. We are opening our hands to you. Start this new beginning in us and lead us forward one step now. And keep us from trying to carry everything alone. We admit there are loose ends hanging over us like open tabs we cannot close. There are chores half done, messages unanswered, plans we meant to make, and promises we forgot. Some of these things are small, but together they feel loud. We ask you to sit with us in the unfinished places and remind us that being unfinished does not mean being failing. Help us accept that this day had limits. Give us grace to stop pushing past them. If there is one simple thing we truly must handle before sleep, make it clear and keep it small. Otherwise, help us set it down without guilt, trusting you to hold what we cannot. When our mind says we must fix it all now, remind us that morning belongs to you too. We also bring the conversations we keep replaying. We think of tones we used, the way we cut someone off, the way we stayed quiet when we should have spoken, and the way we spoke when we should have listened. We remember the look of disappointment, the silence after, the awkward apology we delayed. God, we do not want to punish ourselves all night. We ask you to help us learn without drowning in shame. Show us what belongs to repentance and what belongs to letting go. Where we need to make things right, prepare our hearts for tomorrow. Where we cannot undo damage, teach us to trust your ability to heal what we cannot reach. Keep us from rewriting the past in our head as if it could save us. Let our regret become wisdom, not a weapon against us. Some of what keeps us awake is not even about what happened, but what might happen. We picture tomorrow going wrong, people judging us, surprises hitting us, and our plans falling apart. We forecast worst cases as if fear could protect us. God, we confess that we have made anxiety our habit. We ask you to meet us there and gently break the pattern. When we cannot control outcomes, help us focus on obedience and love. When we cannot see the whole road, give us the next right step and the patience to walk it. We place the unknowns of tomorrow into your hands. The meetings, the exams, the bills, the family moments, the awkward conversations and the decisions. Hold them with us so we can rest. If we wake in the night, bring us back to trust instead of fear. We ask you to help us separate what is ours to carry from what is yours. We have tried to manage other people's reactions, to control timelines, to predict every consequence, and to keep ourselves safe by staying tense. But we are not built to live like that. We need your strength, not our tight grip. So we hand you our need to control. We hand you our need to be understood by everyone. We hand you our need to get credit and our fear of being overlooked. You see us completely, and that is enough. Teach us to be faithful in small things and leave the results with you. Let our hearts unclutter as we give you back what belongs to you. Where we have taken responsibility for things we never chose, Set us free from that weight and remind us you are just. Sometimes the unfinished parts are inside us. We carry grief that has no neat ending, disappointment we cannot explain, and loneliness we hide behind busy days. We carry habits we keep returning to, even when we hate them. We carry bitterness that feels justified, and sadness that feels too big. God, we do not want to pretend any of this disappears when the lights go out. We invite you into it. Sit with us in the places we avoid. Speak to us with steadiness, not with harshness. Remind us that you are patient and that you work over time. Give us courage to be honest with you and with ourselves, so our new beginning can be real, not just an idea. If we need help beyond tonight, guide us toward it without shame, and stay close as we take that step. We bring you our work and our responsibilities, especially the ones that feel like they never end. We think about the inbox, the deadlines, the forms, the projects, the grades, and the expectations. We also think about the house needs, the caregiving, the errands, and the constant needs of people around us. God, we are doing what we can, but we are not limitless. Help us stop measuring our worth by productivity. Teach us to do what is ours with diligence, and then stop when it is time to stop. Give us the humility to ask for help when we need it. Give us the wisdom to say no when we should. Let us trust that rest is not laziness, but obedience to the way you made us. We place every unfinished task under your care until morning, and we choose to sleep. When our thoughts accuse us, we ask you to answer them. When our mind says we are behind, remind us you can redeem time. When our mind says we are not enough, remind us you are enough, and you do not abandon what you begin. When our mind says we are stuck, remind us that new beginnings can start in quiet ways, with a softened heart and a willing spirit. We ask you to guard us from self-hatred, harsh labels, and hopeless conclusions. Keep us grounded in truth. Teach us to speak to ourselves with the same patience you show us. Let our inner noise lower as your voice becomes clearer, steady, and kind. If we have believed lies about who we are, replace them with what you say. Let that truth sink in deeper than our fears right now. We are asking you for a quiet reset, not by pretending we did not struggle, but by meeting you honestly in it. We want to lay down our defenses. We want to stop bargaining with sleep by promising we will do better if you just let everything work out. Instead, we want to trust you with the outcome and focus on faithfulness. So we bring you our whole self, the parts we show and the parts we hide, and we ask you to shine light without shame. Where we have drifted, draw us back. Where we have been stubborn, soften us. Where we have been careless, wake us up. And where we have been crushed, lift us gently. We are ready for you to clean up what we cannot clean up on our own. Let this be the moment we stop running and come home to you. And as we come home to you, we ask you to wash what feels dirty inside us. We are tired of carrying secret shame, tired of pretending we are fine. We do not want to fall asleep with a knot of guilt in our chest. We bring you the real story of our day and our week, and we ask for mercy that reaches all the way down. Not the kind that ignores what is wrong, but the kind that makes room for truth and still holds us close. Teach us how to confess without fear, because you are faithful and kind. We admit we have sinned in ways that look small, but leave marks. We spoke sharply. We held back love. We judged people in our thoughts. We chased attention, and we used silence as punishment. We let envy creep in when others were celebrated. We let impatience rule when things moved slowly. We made choices we knew were not wise, and then we tried to justify them. We have also ignored nudges to do good because it felt inconvenient. God, we name these things before you, not to wallow, but to stop hiding. Search our hearts and show us what we have pushed aside. Please forgive us. We are not bringing excuses, and we are not asking you to lower your standards. We are asking you to apply your mercy to our actual life. Thank you that Jesus carried our sin and our failure, and that we can come to you without being turned away. We receive that forgiveness tonight, even when our feelings lag behind. Help us believe what you say is true, that when we confess, you cleanse and restore. Let us stop trying to pay you back with perfect behavior. Teach us to accept grace like water for the thirsty, simple and necessary. And where shame has been clinging to us, we ask you to loosen it. We have worn guilt like a label, like it is our identity, and it has made us hide from you and from people who love us. We have replayed our worst moments and decided they define us. God, we reject that lie. Your forgiveness is not a theory. It changes what is true about us. Help us stop insulting your mercy by refusing to receive it. When accusing thoughts rise, answer them with your steady voice. Teach us to say with honesty that we are forgiven and still learning. Clean us on the inside, God. We ask you to wash our motives, our hidden bitterness, our impatience, and the ways we have been cutting corners. Where we have been feeding our mind on things that leave us restless, help us turn away. Where we have been using habits to numb ourselves, give us a better refuge in you. We cannot change our hearts by sheer effort, but you can reshape us. Put new desires in us, not just new rules. Help us want what is good, not only because it is right, but because it brings life. Let your Spirit make us honest, steady, and open. We also bring you the ways we have been hurt, because pain can harden us without us noticing. Some of us are holding on to old words and old wounds. We have been keeping score even in secret, and it has stolen our peace. God, we do not pretend forgiveness is easy, but we ask you to begin it in us. Help us let go of the right to get even. Help us release people from the role of paying us back. Where trust needs rebuilding, guide us wisely. Where distance is needed, guide us gently. But do not let resentment live in us. Make room in our hearts for freedom. Thank you that our new beginning does not depend on us being flawless. It depends on you being faithful. So remind us who we are to you. We are not our worst day. We are not the name someone called us. We are not the mistake we keep remembering. We are people you created, people you pursue, people you teach. Give us the courage to believe that you can start something fresh in us, even if our life still looks complicated. Plant hope in us that is realistic, not naive. Teach us to wake tomorrow with humility and confidence together. Humility that listens and confidence that you will not leave us. If there is a step we need to take, show it to us in a simple way. We do not want big promises tonight that we cannot keep. We want small obedience tomorrow that grows over time. If we need to apologize, help us do it without pride. If we need to return something, repay something, or make a call we have been avoiding, give us courage. If we need to change a pattern, help us choose one clear boundary and one healthy replacement. And if we need to ask for help, give us the humility to reach out. We trust you to guide us with patience, not pressure. As we accept your forgiveness, we ask you to let it settle into our emotions, not just our beliefs. Where we feel numb, soften us. Where we feel stirred up, calm us. Let the truth of your mercy quiet our thoughts so sleep can come naturally. We are not trying to earn rest. We are receiving it as a gift. Thank you that you are not disgusted by us. Thank you that you do not hold grudges. Thank you that you can work with our weakness. Tonight we choose to stop arguing with your grace. We let it cover us and carry us into this night. When we stumble, remind us that you correct us as a loving Father, not as an angry judge. We do not have to fear punishment when we belong to you. Teach us to turn back quickly instead of running away. Give us a tender conscience and a steady hope at the same time. Let your kindness lead us to change, and let that kindness be what we remember as we drift off. And in this clean place you are making, we ask you to keep shaping the way we think. We have learned patterns of fear, and we have memorized harsh stories about ourselves. We ask you to replace those stories with what is true. Let your forgiveness be the foundation under our thoughts, so we do not wake up and rebuild the same shame again. Keep working in us while we sleep. Give us a gentle readiness to face tomorrow without panic and without pride. We belong to you and we are safe with you tonight. Keep our hearts open as you begin this new start. And tonight we ask you to renew our minds. We have let too many voices shape our thinking, and we have paid for it with worry and confusion. So we invite your truth to take the lead. Where our thoughts have been racing, slow them down. Where our thoughts have been dark, bring light. Where our thoughts have been harsh, bring gentleness. Teach us to think in ways that match your heart, not our panic. Give us a clear sense of what is real and what is only fear. We admit that our emotions have been up and down, and sometimes we do not know what we feel until it spills out. We ask you to steady us. When we are irritated, show us what is underneath it. When we are sad, meet us without making us feel weak. When we are numb, gently wake our hearts. When we are anxious, remind us that you are near. Help us respond instead of react. Put a pause between what happens and what we do next, so our words can be wiser and our choices can be kinder. God, we have been living as if every mistake will ruin everything. We have treated tomorrow like a test we cannot fail, and we have carried pressure that you never placed on us. We ask you to replace that fear with wisdom. Teach us to plan without obsessing. Teach us to care without controlling. Teach us to work hard without worshipping results. When we feel the urge to rush, help us remember that your timing is not frantic. When we feel the urge to quit, remind us that small faithfulness matters. We ask you to guard what we allow into our minds. We have scrolled, compared, and absorbed things that leave us restless. We have listened to criticism and let it echo longer than it should. We have rehearsed arguments and imagined speeches we will never give. Tonight we choose a different input, your voice. Bring to mind the truths we have forgotten. Remind us that we are loved, led, and held. Remind us that we can learn and still be accepted. Give us discernment tomorrow about what to receive and what to refuse. Where our thoughts about ourselves have become cruel, correct them. We have called ourselves names, predicted failure, and assumed the worst about our future. We have let one bad moment speak louder than years of your faithfulness. God, teach us a better way to talk inside our own heads. Help us tell the truth without tearing ourselves down. Help us notice progress without pride. Help us admit weakness without despair. When we remember our past, remind us that you have already met us there and carried us through. We ask you to give us peace in the places we cannot solve. Some problems will still be there when we wake up. Some people will still be complicated. Some outcomes will still be uncertain. But our hearts do not have to be chaotic about it. Teach us to live with unanswered questions without turning them into terror. Give us patience for slow change. Give us endurance for long seasons. Give us hope that is steady, not loud. And when we are tempted to overthink, bring us back to simple trust. You are good and you are with us. God, we ask for wisdom that shows up in real life. Tomorrow we will choose what to focus on, what to ignore, and how to treat the people in front of us. We need your guidance in those ordinary moments. Help us speak with honesty and kindness. Help us listen without preparing our defense. Help us do the next task with care, even if it feels boring. Help us stop when we are done instead of pushing until we break. And if something goes wrong, help us recover quickly, learn, and keep walking with you. We also ask you to calm the emotional storms that rise when we feel unseen. Some of us feel like nobody notices the effort we put in. Some of us feel judged, misunderstood, or left out. God, meet that tender place in us. Remind us that our value is not decided by likes, grades, attention, or applause. Teach us to serve quietly when that is what love requires. Teach us to celebrate others without shrinking. Teach us to receive encouragement without needing it to be constant. Let our identity settle in being your children, cared for and guided. When our minds jump to old memories that still sting, help us handle them with your tenderness. We ask you to show us what those memories are trying to teach, and then help us let them pass. We do not want to live stuck in what was. If we have been carrying trauma, deep disappointment, or ongoing stress, remind us that you are patient with the healing process. Give us courage to talk with trusted people when we need support. Lead us away from isolation and toward healthy help. And in the middle of it, teach us to anchor our thinking in what you have promised, not in what we fear. Give us a mind that can recognize temptation early. Sometimes our fear turns into anger. Sometimes our sadness turns into escape. Sometimes our tiredness turns into choices that do not reflect who we want to be. God, give us awareness without paranoia. Help us notice the moment we start drifting and help us turn back quickly. Replace impulsive reactions with quiet self-control. Put your word close to us so we can remember it in the moment, not only in calm times. Teach us to choose what builds life even when we are stressed. We ask you to give us a renewed perspective on tomorrow. Help us see people as neighbors, not as problems. Help us see our tasks as opportunities to serve, not as traps. Help us see setbacks as moments to learn, not as proof that we are hopeless. When we face criticism, help us sift it. Receive what is true, release what is cruel, and keep our hearts soft. When we face praise, help us stay humble and grateful. Keep us from exaggerating everything in our minds. Let your steady view become ours, one thought at a time. Right now, as this night continues, we ask you to quiet the last bits of noise inside us. We choose to stop rehearsing tomorrow. We choose to stop chasing certainty. Fill our minds with simple trust and quiet gratitude. Thank you for every way you carried us today, even when we did not notice. Thank you that we can learn and begin again. Let our thoughts slow into peace, and let your presence be the final thing we lean on as sleep comes. And as our thoughts become quieter, we bring you the people woven through our day. Some names bring comfort, some bring tension, and some bring pain we do not know what to do with. God, you see every relationship in our lives, including the ones we keep smiling through. Tonight we ask you to straighten what has gotten twisted and soften what has gotten hard. Give us humility where we have been stubborn, and courage where we have been afraid. Put kindness in our mouths tomorrow, especially in the first conversations of the day. Help us not to start again with sarcasm, defensiveness, or silence, but with a steady spirit shaped by you. We think about the places where trust has been cracked. Maybe we promised something and did not follow through. Maybe we were late, distracted, or careless with someone's feelings. Maybe we have been holding back honesty because we feared the reaction. God, show us the next right step toward repair. Teach us to apologize without excuses and to listen without preparing our defense. Where we need to make restitution, guide us. Where we need to stop a harmful pattern, give us strength to do it consistently, not just once. And where others have hurt us, help us set wise boundaries without bitterness. We ask you to protect our hearts from revenge and to grow in us a forgiveness that is real, patient, and honest. We bring you our families, the people we live with and the people we love from a distance. You know the roles we play and the pressure we feel to keep things together. When home feels tense, give us patience. When home feels lonely, remind us you are present there too. Where we have repeated the same arguments, help us break the cycle. Where we have copied unhealthy habits we grew up with, teach us a new way. Give us wisdom to speak truth without cutting and to stay quiet when quiet is kinder. If we need to ask for help, counseling, or support, open doors and remove the shame that keeps us stuck. We are asking for healing that shows up in daily life, one calmer choice at a time. We also bring you our responsibilities, because they can feel like a wall we cannot climb. Some of us are carrying too much, and some of us are avoiding what we should face. God, give us balance. Help us know what must be done soon and what can wait. Help us choose one step instead of freezing in overwhelm. If we need to organize, plan, or ask someone for clarity, remind us in the morning. Keep us from waking up and immediately drowning in urgency. Teach us to start with you, even if it is just a short prayer before we move. Give us focus for the work in front of us, and give us freedom from the work that is not ours. Let tomorrow be guided by faithfulness, not panic. We place our finances in your hands too, because money worries can steal sleep fast. You know what we have, what we owe, and what we fear we will not be able to cover. Give us wisdom with what comes in and what goes out. Help us be honest about our situation, and help us take practical steps without shame. If we need to make a budget, talk to someone, or change a habit, guide us. Provide what we truly need and teach us contentment where we have been chasing more. Keep us from comparing our life to others and feeling behind. Show us how to be generous in ways that fit our reality, and how to trust you as our provider, even when the numbers feel tight. Tonight's new beginning also means choices. Some of us are standing at a crossroads, and we are afraid to pick the wrong path. Some of us know the right step, but do not want the discomfort that comes with it. God, give us courage that lasts past this quiet moment. Help us do the hard thing with love. Apply for the job, study for the test, end the unhealthy relationship, start the honest conversation, or admit we need help. Where we have been procrastinating out of fear, replace that fear with steady action. Where we have been rushing to prove ourselves, slow us down and guide us. Open the doors that match your will. Close the ones that would harm us, and teach us to trust you in both. We bring you our friendships and the way they affect our hearts. Some friendships feel safe and some feel confusing. Some of us feel left out, and some of us feel pressured to be someone we are not. God, help us choose relationships that build life. Give us discernment about who we trust with our story. Help us be loyal and honest, not gossiping, not using people, not performing. When we have compared ourselves and grown jealous, forgive us and free us from that trap. When we have been afraid to reach out, give us courage to send a message, make a call, and show up with sincerity. Help us be the kind of friend we wish we had. We also ask you for grace in the places where we lead or influence others, even in small ways. In our classrooms, teams, jobs, and online spaces, help us carry your light through simple choices. Keep us from joining in when people are mocked. Give us backbone to speak up when something is wrong, and restraint when silence is wiser. Help us do our part without needing to win every argument. If we are under authority that feels unfair, give us patience and a path forward. If we are the one with power, teach us to use it gently. Let our decisions tomorrow reflect integrity, even when nobody is watching. And as we think about tomorrow's people and tasks, we ask you to guard our hearts from bitterness and our mouths from careless words. Let our presence be a gift, not a drain. Help us notice the person who needs kindness and the moment when we need to say no. Give us wisdom with our time and help us put our phone down when it is stealing peace. We surrender our image, our reputation, and our need to control outcomes. We choose to be led, not driven. Thank you that you can build new beginnings out of ordinary nights like this. Hold our relationships, our decisions, and our responsibilities while we sleep, and let us rest in the safety of your care. God, now that we have placed these things in your hands, we ask you to watch over this night. Let our home be a place of peace. Where there is noise outside or tension inside, quiet it. Where there is uncertainty, cover it with your steady care. Help us stop checking, rechecking, and planning. We give you permission to be in charge while we sleep. Keep our minds from running back to the day. If thoughts try to pull us into worry, gently turn us back to trust. We want to fall asleep knowing you are awake, attentive, and close. We ask for rest that is real, not restless, and for sleep that restores us. Guard us from the kind of darkness that shows up when the lights are out. Some of us wake easily, startled by small sounds or by memories that show up without warning. Some of us have been carrying fear for so long that quiet feels unsafe. God, speak peace over our thoughts. Keep nightmares, intrusive images, and late-night panic away from us. If we wake up, help us reach for you instead of our phone. And help us remember that we are not alone. Put your calm around our room and around our mind. Let us be able to lie down and not be afraid because you are here. We lift up everyone we love, especially the ones we cannot check on right now. Cover our children, our parents, our siblings, our friends, and the people we are worried about. Keep them safe where they are sleeping, working, studying, or traveling. If any of them are restless, meet them too. If any of them are in danger, intervene. If any of them are lonely, remind them they are seen. We ask you to protect homes and neighborhoods, to calm storms, to prevent accidents, and to guide those who are driving at late hours. We do not want fear to manage our care. We trust them to you because you love them even more than we do. We remember people who will not sleep much tonight. Some are working overnight, caring for others, or keeping watch in hospitals, at factories, on the road, or in public safety. Strengthen them and keep them alert. Give them patience and protection. Some are sick, in pain, or waiting for test results. Be near to them. Some are grieving and feel the empty space more at night. Comfort them. Some are in conflict at home and do not feel safe. Make a way for help and for peace. God, we ask you to be present in every place where this night is heavy, not only in our own room. Protect us from the choices that look harmless, but leave us drained. When we are tired, we are more likely to scroll too long, argue online, send messages we will regret, or reach for habits that numb us. God, give us strength to stop. Help us be honest about what pulls us away from you and away from peace. Put a gentle boundary around our attention. Let our phones and screens lose their power over us tonight. If we feel restless, teach us to turn that restlessness into prayer, even if the prayer is simple. Help us, Lord. We want to wake up without regret from what we did in the dark. Thank you for the basic gifts that can be easy to overlook. A place to rest, a roof, a little quiet, and the chance to slow down. For those of us who do not have these consistently, we ask you to provide and to protect. For those of us who do, keep us grateful and generous. Help us not to take people for granted. Help us not to waste the kindness we have received. Tonight we ask you to bless this home, whether it is full of people or empty, whether it is comfortable or cramped. Let your peace settle here. Let conflict lose its grip, and let our words tomorrow be calmer. While we sleep, do quiet work in us that we cannot do on our own. Heal what is strained in our hearts, restore our energy, strengthen our bodies and our immune systems, calm inflammation, ease sickness, and bring relief to ongoing pain. For those of us who have been carrying stress for months, give us a deep kind of rest that helps us face tomorrow with more steadiness. For those of us in recovery, keep us patient with the process. For those of us who have been stuck in sadness, bring comfort that feels real. And for those of us who feel fine right now, keep us humble and thankful, and teach us to care for our health wisely. God, we ask you to guard our thoughts while we sleep. Let our dreams be free from fear and from old scenes that try to pull us back into shame. If we wake up in the middle of the night, help us return to you quickly. Bring to mind simple truth like a quiet reminder that you are near and that we can go back to sleep. And when morning comes, let us wake with a clearer mind. Let us wake with kindness ready, not irritation. Let us wake with courage to do the first right thing, even if the day is busy. Put order into our priorities and help us begin with you before we begin with everything else. God, keep our home guarded from anything that would stir up fear or division. If there is any spiritual attack, any lie that tries to accuse us or push us into despair, stop it. Let your truth stand firm in this place. Fill our home with your presence in a way that changes the atmosphere of our thoughts and our conversations. Help us forgive quickly, speak kindly, and refuse the urge to fight. Let our sleep be protected, and let our hearts be protected too. Thank you that we do not have to keep watch tonight. Thank you that you do not sleep or look away. We surrender the urge to stay alert, as if we could prevent every problem by worrying. We place our calendars, our mistakes, our hopes, and our loved ones back into your care again. Let the quiet of this night be a reminder that you are God and we are not. Hold us steady if the night feels long. Keep us safe if we feel vulnerable. And if tomorrow brings surprises, remind us that we have already met you here, and we can meet you there too. So we settle into your faithfulness now, and we receive the gift of rest. And as we receive the gift of rest, we want to thank you for bringing us to this point in the day. Thank you for every small help we noticed and every help we missed. Thank you for food, for water, for a place to be, for the people who showed up, and even for the lessons that came through hard moments. We do not want to end this day only counting what went wrong. We choose to remember that you were present with us in it. We thank you for the patience you gave us when we were close to snapping. We thank you for the times you kept us from making things worse. We thank you for the strength to do what we had to do, even when we did not feel like it. And we thank you for the grace that met us when we failed. You did not leave us. You did not cancel your love. You stayed, and that is enough for us tonight. We also thank you for the new beginning. You are already starting in us, not a fake reset that ignores reality, but a real turning of our hearts toward you. We do not have to wake up tomorrow as the same person stuck in the same patterns. With your help we can learn. With your spirit we can change. With your mercy we can try again without fear. Let that hope settle in us like something solid. God, we surrender tomorrow to you again. We hand you the morning routines and the unexpected interruptions. We hand you the conversations we are nervous about and the tasks we do not want to face. We hand you the people who might disappoint us and the people we might disappoint. We cannot control any of that, but we can trust you in it. Lead us with a quiet kind of guidance that we can follow. If tomorrow brings pressure, remind us that we are not alone under it. If tomorrow brings temptation, remind us that there is a way out and that we can choose what is right. If tomorrow brings conflict, help us be slow to speak and quick to listen. If tomorrow brings good news, keep us grateful and steady. If tomorrow brings bad news, hold us close and keep us from falling into despair. Whatever comes, keep turning our hearts back to you. We ask you to bless our first moments after waking. Help us not to reach immediately for worry. Help us not to start the day by criticizing ourselves or the people around us. Put gratitude near the surface. Put patience in our tone. Give us a desire to do what is good even when it is inconvenient. Remind us that a new beginning can show up in one kind sentence, one honest choice, one act of courage, one moment of self-control. God, when we look back on today, we choose to release it into your hands. We let go of the parts we cannot change. We let go of the judgments we fear. We let go of the need to replay everything to make it feel resolved. You are the one who brings resolution. You are the one who heals. You are the one who redeems time. So we stop fighting the day that is over, and we receive your peace. We ask you to bless the people we crossed paths with today. Where we brought stress, bring comfort to them. Where we brought kindness, let it stay with them. Where we were misunderstood, give clarity and time. Where we misunderstood someone else, give us humility to correct it. We ask you to protect them in their sleep too. Let your kindness spread farther than our limited reach. We also bring you the parts of ourselves that feel fragile. Some of us feel worn down, and it takes a lot of effort to stay hopeful. Some of us feel empty, and we are not sure what will fill that space. Some of us feel stuck in old fears. God, meet us there. Do not let us confuse exhaustion with hopelessness. Remind us that we are allowed to rest, and that rest is part of healing. Let this night be a real pause, not another battleground. Thank you for being steady when we are inconsistent. Thank you for hearing prayers that come out messy. Thank you for staying close when our faith feels small. Thank you for guiding us, even when we do not notice the guidance until later. We trust that you are working in quiet ways, in conversations, in timing, in closed doors that protected us, and in open doors we did not expect. Keep our hearts open to your direction. God, we ask you to deepen our trust, not by forcing us into fear, but by showing us your care over time. Teach us to notice your faithfulness in ordinary things, in a safe drive, in a moment of laughter, in a solution that arrives, in strength that shows up at the right time. Help us stop interpreting every delay as rejection. Help us stop reading every challenge as punishment. You are a good Father, and your heart toward us is kind. As we drift closer to sleep, we give you our attention one more time. We do not need to say everything perfectly. We just want to rest in who you are. You are holy and you are near. You are powerful and you are gentle with us. You are patient and you are strong enough to carry what we cannot. Let those truths quiet us more than any noise. Let them settle our fears. We ask you to keep shaping our new beginning, even while we sleep. If we need to remember something important, bring it back kindly in the morning, not with panic in the middle of the night. If we need to have a hard conversation, prepare our hearts with humility and courage. If we need to let go of something, loosen our grip. If we need to take a step, make it clear. We trust you to guide us in ways that fit our real life. Now we choose to stop pushing and start resting. We simply settle into your care. We allow the day to end. We allow our minds to quiet. We allow ourselves to be held by your love. Thank you that nothing we forgot is beyond your reach. Thank you that nothing we fear is bigger than you. Thank you that your mercy will still be here when we wake. So we lie down under your care, grateful for your mercy, trusting you with our new beginning, and we receive your peace as we fall asleep. Amen.